It's a pleasure. It feels like I'm home, and it's nice to be amongst all of you here today. I start by bringing the apologies of my vice chair, Dr. Nyeris, who is held up in other duties in the Mount Elgon region today. He would really have loved to be here, but he sends his salams. Mumepokea? Asante, asante sana. Sheila Masinde, she's walked out. I saw her at some point as well. So nice to see you all here with us. Dennis Malombe, thank you so much for that rich history and for the documents. I'm sure we'll be able to collaborate and work on all those issues you brought to the fore. It's always good to have some institutional memory as you engage. So I think it's very, very crucial that you bring that up, and we'll be able to look at them and see how we can realize what was started in the years before. CSO community, we love you. You're our friends. We are one of you. We work together. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be standing here today, because I know in the last 2 years, the role played by the CSO in pushing government to ensure these positions are filled cannot be gainsaid. It has been immense, and we totally thank you for that input. We also thank you because in the 2 years, you did not allow the commission to collapse. You held the hands of my team on the ground and walked with them and worked with them and made sure that their activities did not stop. We also thank you for bridging the gap when the commission is underfunded. Today, the KHRC, we thank you. They've helped us put all this together as well. So networking, as Betty says, is very, very crucial. Working together, partnerships are very, very rich and will help us achieve the goal where we want to go. We take up this duty. We know it's a very, very crucial role we play. We know we stand in the gap between the voiceless and those in power, within the powerless and those in power, and therefore we occupy a very, very crucial role. But this is a role we cannot do alone. It needs teamwork. It needs partnerships. It needs friends. And our friends that we have chosen are you. This indeed is your commission. We will work with you. So let us walk and work together. Let us support one another. Let's leverage on our strengths. Let's build each other where there are weaknesses. Let us be ready to engage on very frankly. Let's not talk under the table. I think we want to have a very open door policy at the commission. Where we are going wrong, please point it out to us. Don't let us fail and then laugh at us. We want to walk this journey together with you, together with everyone, even those not in this room. We want to be able to bring all issues up and be able to take it up so that in this country where there's a lot of impunity, a lot of disregard for the rule of law, a lot of contempt for what should be, we want to change that narrative. And we can only change that narrative if we work together. The role played by CSOs for the proper functioning of NHRIs cannot also be gainsaid. In fact, the PARI principles outlines very, very clearly the role that CSOs must play in helping NHRIs engage. And it is clearly stated that they call them non-governmental organizations in the PARI principles, help in expanding the work of national human rights institutions. So this is an international duty bestowed upon you to work with us. And we are also therefore required to work with you, and we will do that quite strongly. I know that CSOs have competing needs sometimes, competing goals, competing ideologies, but I think, as has been said here by the previous speakers, we need not allow our competing areas of expertise or our competing ideologies to defeat the commonality of purpose, which is to create a country where human rights is the basis for every process. We must always remember that the key is to ensure that every individual enjoys their human rights, and human rights are inalienable. They are not granted to us. We have them by right, just by being human. So we are not begging. We will be making calls to ensure that human rights are granted to all, for all, without discrimination, without fear or favor, without partisanship, so that all human beings are able, by virtue of being humans, to enjoy those rights. So my call to CSOs would be, do not allow the competing rights, competing goals, competing ideologies, break us up. Let us use our difference to unify us. Let us find beauty in the difference that we all enjoy, because that's what's the beauty of nature as well, isn't it? When you find a mountain here, you find the lake, you find the ocean, difference, but the beauty is in all that vastness. So we as CSOs also cannot be we can't all work on the same thing, but we can use our differences, strengths, and leverage on that to build into something that will be useful to all of us. As a commission, when we came in, we found a very good team on the ground, and I hope that partnership with our team will continue. They have worked well with us. I must thank you, Dr. Mogesa, and your team for welcoming us to the commission and making us feel absolutely at home as soon as we walked into that space. And they have taken us around. We've been meeting a lot of other civil society actors around the country who have raised several issues with us, that areas where they think we should engage. Malombe has this morning added a few more to that list. And as we engage here today, we'd like to hear a lot more from you. What are these areas that you think the Commission is not doing well enough and needs to do better? What are these areas where the Commission is doing something but probably needs to energize it? And where are we doing well enough? And also, it's good sometimes to know you're doing something right. So we'd also like to know what we are doing right and should continue doing as well. So this meeting today is to just have discussions and spearhead engagements around issues of human rights, which we can actually take up as a commission.